Hello there, Munchkin. If you have a pet hedgehog in the room, please kindly ask him to leave. Today, we're going to be speaking about juicy crypto news, friends. Firstly, I want to start with the Bitcoin ETF Trojan horse. Sir Maximum Kaiser, a staunch Bitcoin maxi. Look what he says. These 3 facts now. I mean, he is really going at it. This is exactly, by the way, yours truly, your friend Somi right here was saying this while Max was thinking it wasn't a Trojan horse. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, I could smell it before he could. Number 1, this Bitcoin ETF, the buyers will own fiat Bitcoin that can disappear at the push of a button. What does that mean? It says the government's basically right through the broker Coinbase. They'll be saying, oh, you have $100 million of demand. Please give us your fiat. And then we're going to, on a computer screen, tell you that you have Bitcoin. And you say, okay, give me the Bitcoin. No, you're not allowed to. Bitcoin price discovery is seriously impaired now until new whales show up and self-custody. Uh-oh. Basically means he's saying it's a Trojan horse. Trojan horse. 3, laws banning self-custody are in the works. The fight continues. This is a very unfortunate part of reality. Yeah. We're in the then they fight you face. First they ignored. That's when everybody made all the money. Then they laughed. It was John McAfee eating his willy. Everyone getting tattoos back in 2017. Now we're in the fighting part. They're going to try ban self-custody. They're going to say you're a criminal if you want to know your own keys. Okay? Because you can't really hold your own keys. You can't. Very unfortunate part. This is just the part. This is just how the cycle's going, friends. Now, the thing is, I want you to remember, even if the government wasn't trying to ban self-custody, the moving averages and the charts on Bitcoin show that it's slowing down. It's just that it seems like this would be the perfect narrative, isn't it? It's where Bitcoin stops early in the bull market. Maybe instead of going for a year and a half, it only goes for a year. Maybe it stops March, April 2025. Maybe, okay? And everybody expects 108, 130K. Maybe it stops 80 or 90K, roughly. Just guessing. And then maybe if it comes back down, the narrative we're going to attach to it, the mainstream media will probably say, well, the government tried to ban self-custody and they did a Trojan horse. Really, it was in the charts the whole time. It's just that I like putting this story together because I can feel it and I can see it happening. But remember, it's still 70% chance. There's a 30% chance everything just blows up to the top. But I want you to think about what are the odds that the government says, yes, let's debase our currency even faster and let's trick everybody to get long. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to try, get out the whip and destroy everybody. That's just what my personal opinion, okay? But I'm going to be, remember, it's not about do you want to be right? It's about, do you want to make money? So at that risk zone, you don't get everything out. You say, hey, I'm going to get something out. All right, you can decide how much you want. I'm not a financial advisor. Go buy stocks and bonds, see how that works out. I think getting 0% out is the wrong move. You can decide, friends. Is it 5%, 25%, 50%, 75%? That's going to be up to you to decide, okay? Remember, this Bitcoin ETF is a Trojan horse. Now, speaking of Bitcoin, the price is still stable around this $42,000 mark. It seems like everybody's waiting for it to do something. But hey, we shouldn't be surprised, man, because, I mean, look at the weekly candles, friends. Green, red is exactly what we had here. We just had this slow burn downwards because Bitcoin's volatility is really decreasing over time. So that's what we might find happen. Now, I'm just drawing these squiggly lines. It doesn't really matter because we're all here for the altcoins. And if you want to see that, of course, we go to the others chart. You just type in others. By the way, this is Dogecoin. Dogecoin hasn't reacted. And remember, Dogecoin is in its 4th cycle. So you just type in others, you'll be able to see, oh, wow, others is moving up. But this doesn't tell the full story because this is the whole general market, everything outside the top 10. We're caring about our altcoins. For example, ICP is even moving here. I've just brought up the bubble so you can see, right? You see ICP, which is I called it I can't pump. It's starting to move up a bit, but who cares, man? ICP, it's fully diluted. It's 5 billion now. It's huge already. It's well, congratulations. You did the high opening price grift scam. Now you went down. Now everybody has to buy the low. I wouldn't touch it. Look, you can. I hope it goes up, by the way. I hope it becomes one of those retailer coins that just pumps to the moon. The problem is we're not using it. Where are the apps? There's no ecosystems. It's just word of mouth. But please don't knock these. These are the types of weird stuff that can always shock you. You would never be surprised. For example, are you using Casper? Does Casper have a bridge? Are you making applications on it? No, just You just got to appreciate it, friends. Respect the pump. Just sometimes things just catch a narrative. They go viral. It is what it is. It's just like, for example, you might go help an old lady crossing the street. Someone records you. You get like 700 views on YouTube, okay? And then some girl just shows her boobies out and she gets like 7 million. You know what I mean? That's it. It's not like you're a bad person or you're less important. It's just, that's it. That's how it is. It's random. It's chaotic. It is what it is, okay? So all these coins are moving. Who really cares? Because really, at the end of the day, you see this fourth green monthly candle. This is Bitcoin chart again. 4 green monthly candles. Don't forget that. When you see 4 green monthly candles, you know everybody's starting to get euphoric. Okay, we're going to watch the ETH BTC chart the next 90 days. As soon as 2024 ticks in, ETH BTC, just to remind you, this is what I did last time. It's just spooky if it happens. Look at this. In the Bitcoin halving year, 2020, look what happened. That's it. 1, 2, 3, just started going up. Just starts going up out of nowhere. And then 4 years before that, as soon as January ticks in, look at this. It just starts going up. So in the next few weeks, I mean, it'd be crazy if we start seeing something like this. I mean, wouldn't it be wild if it just starts going up like that? The history, friends, seems to be repeating. All right. I want to show you something as well from Lord Vitalik, because he's going to shock you. Okay, so, but how many times I've told you, yes, everybody seems like they're super smart. Vitalik's a 4,000 IQ alien. We get it. But all my videos that you like and subscribe to have told you, everybody's playing the game. And the game is pump your own bags. It's just that the language people use is different. Some people are more neutral. Some communities, like, you know, XRP, they like to wear ties while they shield their bags. For us, well, we like to wear Pokemon hats, for example, Pikachu hats, just to show you. That's all the game. And you're just collecting Pokemon, really. That's what it is, right? It's literally Pokemon for adults, friends. So when it comes to these, when Vitalik makes a post, I don't know why, no one else can see this but me. You go back and watch my videos, I've been telling you, wow, Solana's rallying. I bet Vitalik's going to say something or do something to rally the troops, and no one's even going to know. And guess what? Look what happens. Exactly what happens. Breaking news. In response to the Solana rally, Vitalik has released an updated roadmap for Ethereum. Look at this. By popular demand, an updated roadmap for 2023. Now, was it always planned or wasn't it? Like, just read between the lines. You can see something's going on. It's basically saying, hey, billions of dollars committed. Don't worry. Everything's cool. I also want to remind you as well, though, having a roadmap creates expectations in the minds of investors. Note that PulseChain does not have a roadmap, and Pulse is not a security just like Ethereum. That's why, look, yes, you're looking at your bags, maybe like PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex. You're like, where's the updates? What's going to happen? Look, if you knew, it wouldn't look really good legally, would it? But it's funny, you know, Ethereum can get away with it. That's just crazy to think about, isn't it? So all these things, who cares? Look, we are in here, the Verge, right? There's the Verge with the tick, I think. No, you have Merge, Surge, Scourge, Verge, Purge, and Splurge. So who really cares? I mean, there's some upgrades. They split the data with multiple computers, and then it can go faster. You don't really care about that, do you? You just want to buy your doggy poop coins and not have to pay $150 next year, because that's probably what's going to start happening. You know, and a lot of people can complain. The problem is all the money that's gambling, they have all their home money on Ethereum. They're not bridging out. So those people who are throwing around money, yeah, there's people, you know, everybody sitting there has like 500 ETH, you know, and ETH is going to be like probably who's get $3,000. So they're like the smallest gambler's got 1.5 million. Do you know what I mean? So that's like the smallest gambler, just people who just fluked. So they're just sitting around Ethereum, earning yield, and maybe playing around. So that's why there's a big advantage there. That's also why Bitcoin ordinals went up, friends, because it's a Bitcoin maxi community trying to go in there. And that's why we're probably going to see more of this story flesh out. I want to remind you as well, catch all the logos in your wallet. Made this cute little Pikachu picture. I mean, I took it from Twitter. It was so cute when I found it. Look at this little cute little Pikachu riding a rocket. Pulse, PulseX, and Hex. This is the PulseChain chart again. Of course, we're still below day one sack. Same thing for PulseX. It's the same deal. And of course, with combined Hex, not really moving anywhere. You know, I like to use weekly charts. But hey, if we start to see Ethereum go up, I don't want to jinx anything. If we start to see ETH BTC go up, the chart I showed you earlier, in the next 30 days, it would be pretty spooky. Like, oh, wow, maybe literally everything is just freaking repeating again. I also want to remind you, in 2020, DeFi erupted. So Chainlink existed in 2019 and was rallying, and so did Synthetics, and so did Aave. It's just that in the Bitcoin halving year, they blew up. And why specifically they blew up? Well, enough people started playing around with like Uniswap. Okay, Hex community was the first people to start using it. I remember Ivan was talking about it. I learned about Uniswap from Ivan. He basically said, guys, if you don't at least use Uniswap once, you're not even in crypto. And I was like, really? It's like that basic? And I started figuring it out, what was going on. Okay, so and it all really started with Compound. They released a token and everybody started getting yield. And obviously everything's a Ponzi, friends. Everything's just a freaking Ponzi. Now no one really wants that. No one wants inflation in a token. That's the new meta. You learn from the meme coiners. This is why, for example, doing the ICO for Drift, if you stake your Drift, you don't get Drift. You don't get any inflation from it. If you stake it, what they've done is they add a buy and sell tax for the trading of the coin. And that fee becomes Ethereum. Okay, so if you put in $1,000, yes, $50 goes into an ETH pool, and that's everybody trading. So if it does if it does $1 million of volume for the day, yeah, 50 grand goes into there, 50 grand of ETH sits there, and then you're staking, everybody staking in the pool draws out the Ethereum called the real yield. That's what people want. People don't actually want inflation in their own token anymore because, I mean, do you blame them? Every single coin goes down minus 99%. People want that. Now, it does not mean, by the way, that it's going to work out. So just because you see something with real yield does not give it a pass that, hey, this thing's going to survive forever. It's going to kill it. No. It just means you and I, next year, all right, throughout 2024, maybe we're participating in ICOs, IDOs, maybe we're looking at different projects. If we catch an idea that they're using a real yield type of formula, it might give us a higher probability that you and I pay attention because they're like, interesting. These guys are handing out the yield in Ethereum. They're like really in tune with what the market wants. So that's all it comes down to, friends. You're just trying to guess. You're trying to guess what are people going to want in the next 18 months. It's super hard, okay? If you remember, even Reflect tokens were paying themselves out, the coin out themselves in the Reflect, but that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to get paid in ETH. Also want to show you though, the PulseChain buy and burn is up to 3.05%. So every day you go to sleep, you wake up and it just ticks up higher. I want to show you as well the guard chart. The guard chart was Injective Protocol that moved out of this bear market and just broke the high. You can see it's stalling around here. I mean, I do think about how high it's going to go, considering like, it's the unicorn winner. You never doubt them. But at the end of the day, I saw a lot of weak hands entering. People now feeling they're entitled to another 10x, etc. See, it's tough, friends. You want your coin to get to that stage. That's the goal. And if your coin doesn't get to that stage, your emergency button is Bitcoin. Okay, so you have to just accept, where's Bitcoin going to be in April 2025? Did your coin go euphoric, truly euphoric, or no? You don't know that. We're just guessing, okay? People who pretend to know the answers, they don't, okay? There's lots of different ways people try to find edge. People do leverage trading. They'll do spot trading. There's people trying to hunt and front run all the Telegram trading bot guys to try to see which wallets they're buying. One thing I know, though, is, okay, the competition for that is ramping up hard. If I know about it, something weird's going on. If people are already selling courses in groups where they try to track certain wallets and they just try to front run or try to get behind them whenever they buy into a new project and stuff. So I got a feeling this thing's going to heat up, friends, because I don't think that the amount of money coming in is going to be enough for every single person to win. We're just going to have to find out maybe where the new cycle one narrative is going to be next year and see how we can participate in that, because memes have had a big run in 2023 already. It feels like, I know it's hard to imagine, but people getting exhausted of them. People know, okay, they're scams. They don't go anywhere. This goes down. So what happens? Well, just my guess, the memes that erupt has to be on a relevant coin. But hey, look how short they last. It's just like 4 days. So people think it lasts forever. It's literally just like 3 to 4 days of the year. Now, 3 to 4 days is still worth participating. We're going to know now. For example, if PulseChain moves, start buying meme coins. If Polkadot moves, start buying the meme coins on there. But it's not a viable, long-term, sustainable strategy. Of course, if you are able to participate, ICOs, IDOs, memes, whatever they are, consider rotating your core profit back into your strong core altcoins, because really at the end of the day, the goal is to just finish 2024 with a bigger stack than what you had. And hopefully the Bitcoin euphoria signs are pretty obvious to us. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you soon.